Hey everybody, so today we're going to work on the Harley some more. I got a couple things to show you. We're not ready to install exhaust, but I got exhaust, some pretty nice exhaust. Where'd I get it from? TC Bros, I think. We've got an XLH battery box and a remote coil mount. We'll see what we're going to do with that, but and I'd also like to try and get most of the clutch back in and everything today. So that's what we're going to shoot for. We'll see in a minute. All right, everybody. Here's the exhaust from TC Bros. With this sweet Gerber knife too at where'd I go? Menards. So let's check this thing out. Ooh, nice and sharp. I like it because it's got a straight blade. It's pretty cool, and like a bamboo handle. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, tons of pillows. Nice. Wow. All right. Bill, receipt. All right. The first thing we got are these pretty heavy-duty clamps by Drag Specialties. These look pretty sweet. They look pretty sturdy. That's one thing we got. The next thing we got is the actual mount. Let's see here. So this guy bolts to the side of the bike, and then each of the exhausts bolts to it. So we got that. So these actually come with, and I think that's what these are. These are the, what do they call them, covers or whatever. So, so they won't burn you. Shields or covers or whatever the heck they're called. Yep, just what I thought. So here you go. It's like a one-piece cover. It's probably where the hose clamps go. They clamp around the pipes. That makes sense. All right, I'm sure you guys want to see these out of the bag too. So do I. These are 2-inch drag pipes. We'll make sure we clean these. What's cool is that with the shields on, you know, they'll always look chrome. There's one. Awesome. Here's the second one. And see, it's kind of smushed. I don't know which one this is. Maybe this is the back one to make room. There you go. Let's slip these on the Harley and see how they look. Hang on a second. Get out of your way here. These are going to have to be opened up a bit, I think. Let's hammer it open a little bit. Damn, I'm really going to have to open these things up. All right, give me a second. All right, everybody. I just had to open up the little cuts here a little bit more. Just a pair of vice grips and a towel. Just kind of pry them open a little bit. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm excited. We got, like I said, there's a bracket that goes over here, and it looks pretty cool, man. So that's what we got coming at some point. If we can ever get this thing back together, I think those will look pretty badass. So let's get these back off in the wrap, and then let's look at the battery box that I got. Hang on a second. All right, let's open up this battery box. I ordered this off of eBay. So it says it's for an XLH iron head from 60 something to 78. So this should be the right one. Okay, well, it's definitely a box. Or it's definitely, yeah, It's definitely a battery box. Let's cut it in here. This was like 85 bucks. Here's what looks like the battery box itself, the base of it, and then there's like a side plate. I'm pretty sure that this other mounting plate is for the this could be for the oil tank, the kidney tank. So let's cut this open and kind of take a peek at it. Hang on. All right, can you guys see that? There's a little piece of foam in there. All right, so I don't exactly, of course there's never any instructions. Let's come in from the other side here. Because don't forget our electric start, it must go higher here. Well, I have to say I have no idea. Maybe I can, I was on the lookout for pictures and, how things might go. This tab definitely looks like it mounts somewhere, right? Alrighty, everybody. I got some updates. The manuals. See, that's why I don't even pick those things up. They don't even really explain or show pictures, kind of how all this goes. I've seen so many YouTube videos. No one shows any of this stuff. So that's why I want to show you like close, up close, how this stuff goes together. So here's the thing. Okay, so we've got our starter, right? And we're gonna be using it. So I cut the other cover last week. I think I'm gonna pull the cam cover off. Mr. J warned me, oh, all your cams are gonna fall out, but I've seen other people do it. I probably am gonna need a new gasket or something, but I don't really wanna, I can try and cut this right here. I could, but I might try it before I take it off. But basically, our starter's here, and our starter goes in here, right? Okay, and you can see we're just a little off over here because this case isn't cut out right here. It's just a little bit. It's like literally right here, the tiniest bit. So once the starter's in there, they give you all these pieces. They give you this piece, this is the actual battery box, and then they give you this piece, and like I said, there's no instructions, and don't forget you've got your kidney tank, right? So what I discovered is that these 3 holes here, 1, 2, 3, this is where the battery box mounts to the actual side of the, if you see this, you see that? It mounts, there's 3 holes in here that match these 3 holes. You bolt this together, so the kidney tank is over here. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, where does this tab mount? The one that's closest to the top, where does that mount? Well, it mounts over here. There's supposed to be a rubber isolator. They gave me 1 rubber isolator in the kit, and there's 5 needed apparently. So this guy sits here. Now you're like, okay, where does that tiny little bracket go? Like, what is this for? What is this guy for? This got a hole in it, right, for the oil line, a battery cable, and something else. But you're like, well, where does this thing go? Well, Sportsterpedia, I love that site. They actually have pictures and stuff. Let me get you up close here. See those 2 holes right there? That's where this goes. It mounts just like this. So this is the forward battery bracket or small battery bracket or whatever they call it. So we put this here, and then the box, you know, let's see here, I'll show you. The box mounts to it right there. This tab mounts to the side of that. Well, you can't put this on. You can't put this on beforehand. So what you have to do, let me set you back down here. All right, so what you have to do is we have to get this to fit, right? Like this. I already showed you where that piece goes. So it has to sit up in here, and you're like, man, I was like, oh man, is there gonna be enough room? This guy slips right down into there and is bolted in place. Then we take our battery bracket, this guy again, and you come from this way, and I put one of the rubber isolators just on this side, so I'm gonna need a bunch more, of course, you know, more parts to order because we're missing everything. So this, there's a screw here, you can see it, this hole goes onto the isolator over here. You slide this in, and that gets bolted in like that, and then see where my finger's at? See right here? There's an isolator that sits in between there. Then you've got your oil tank, and that guy comes right over here. And of course, like I said, you see we've got our 3 holes, 1, 2, 3. So those 3 holes mount up to these 3 holes, right? I'm gonna sneak in front of you here. And then this tab gets rubber isolated to here. So you see there's a rubber isolator here, rubber isolator here, rubber isolator here. And then there's also this guy over here. There's a rubber isolator here. So this is all sitting like that. You see that? We got all these line up or whatever. So the thing we have to do to really install all of this is get this case fit. Now, they sent me bolts for this bracket. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. They sent me bolts for this bracket, and they go down through here, and they go, guess where they go? We'll pull this out of here. They go right into the transmission. Okay. They go right into those 2 holes I showed you. So you got to make sure, like, there was plugs in here or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, we might just end up using these because see how long this is? See how long this is? There's gears right above it. Literally, that's where the output gear is. I can see it spinning right here. If we put one of these in, this is why they said make sure you have the right length bolts, because literally output shaft is right there. Where's my socket? Here it is. So these are the bolts they provided with this kit. You know, so just don't go and assume that they're gonna work. Okay. Now we can spin the, okay, so it's not hitting. So you see, if we put this on, we can't put the starter on because it's in between there, the way the starter is set up. So basically, we've got to hack at this case a little bit here to get everything to fit. So I didn't charge my batteries. So I don't think we will be doing that today. So that kind of like stops me from mounting all this stuff. But so now I need like 4 more rubber isolators. So I'll have to order those. Let's see what else. What else did I have for you? So we had the battery box. We had the exhaust. I've got my seat. Oh, on the seat. Hang on a second. Let me get in front of the camera. Hang on. All right, everybody. Rare instance, I'm not wearing my hat. See, yes, I'm not bald. I do have hair. So I think what we got to do is we got to order some more rubber isolators. We've got to cut this case. I didn't charge my batteries for the cutter, and I did get some more cutoff wheels and some stuff here. You can see I got some Gator cutoff wheels for the 3-inch disc, the 3-inch cutter. And then I got some flap discs. I got some 60 grit, some 36 grit, and 120 grit. So I'm hoping, you know, we can kind of eat away at that case. We might be able to do that today, because I do have my grinder with me. We could try that. But yeah. Oh, one more thing we do have is the ignition relocation. Let's take a quick peek at this, and let's see what we can do, because that's about it. You know, I kind of like to work on the case. I can come back out here during the week or something. So, but let's see if we can figure out if we can mount the coil. I've seen numerous places to mount the coil. I'll have to flip the bike around. Numerous places to mount the coil. Some people put it above the key switch. Some people put it up over here. I don't know if this is where it goes. It could, but we'll figure it out. So let's dig into the rest of this. All right, so we got here's the bits that came with the coil bracket. So I honestly don't know what this is, where it goes, this piece. I literally have no idea. Weird, right? There's that piece. We got these pieces here. So the ones that make more sense. All right, we got the one clamp piece for the bracket. We got some screws here. Ow! I just pushed a paper clip through my thumb. Went right in. Dang. All right. Watch out for them staples, man. Goes somewhere here. See, I thought maybe it went up here, but no, it doesn't go there. Right? This is the place they show it. So this bracket goes through here, I believe. You got your bolts. Come through here. Like this. You get some lock washers. Okay, there's that bolt. You got this bolt through here. Okay. All right, and what I believe happens is that it mounts right here. Now you can see there's a huge gap here. These would have to be taken up by some kind of spacer, which I know that Ace Hardware sells some spacers, and I know this is also where the tank may mount, which is weird. So I don't know. I think it's supposed to go somewhere right over here. You know, I still I still like this location. I saw somebody like they did it like this, where they had a bracket that was, they did something where they had some bracket and they mounted them here, or dang, that really poked in my thumb, or something like this. I don't know. Mr. J said don't put it here because there's a lot of heat coming right off of here, although I feel like there'd be more heat over here. But so yeah, if you guys, you know, if you have a better, if you got a better place, or you know exactly how this is mounted, let me know. It goes somewhere here. There's one guy I've been watching is what is it? Nottingham Ironhead. There's a British guy that I've been watching, and he's basically dealing with a 77 Ironhead, putting it back together. I might have to go back and watch some more of his videos just to kind of get a understanding of where it goes, but it goes somewhere like here, right? Like I said, I got the bracket. I mean, we'll figure it out. Either that, or we're going to have to mount it somewhere else. Now, don't forget, I do have the make your own spark plug wires, right? And we can pretty much make them in whatever length we want. But yeah. And then I guess I want to show you guys something else too. Is that last weekend when we were looking at this, I was like wondering about this chain tensioner, and I was like, oh man, if I push this down, it's going to be in the way. No, I went back and I realized that, you know, this piece. Okay, there we go. Whew. What a struggle. I think this guy was up here somewhere. Then there was, where's that other screw? Here it is. There was a screw with a big washer that went right here. All right. And then, are these the right? Yeah, 9/16. Push up on that. Now we're gonna have to figure out how much slack to have, because obviously we're gonna have to figure that out. All right, so that's how it's supposed to go. It's right on top. I guess I wasn't thinking very well. I mean, I don't know. I took it apart a long time ago when we took this cover off. So, but yeah, this is a ball bearing instead of like a nylon shoe or Teflon shoe under here. It's got this nice bearing roller setup. So I'll be keeping this because I said I was going to order a new one, but no, I'm going to keep this. Who wouldn't want, you know, this is something you don't actually have to replace, maybe ever, because of the bearing. So we got the rest of this in place. And then one thing that I did, I was watching somebody else redo their primary, and I think I put the oil seal in backwards. So, you know, I don't think I'm going to film it. I showed you guys before, but we will get that flipped around too. All right, guys. So I think we got some homework for next week. I want to order some more of those. I ordered 3-inch springs for the seat, so that's good. I think that's going to help space it up a little bit more, so that they don't bottom out on those pins. And then we'll get the rubber isolators for here, and I'm going to charge my batteries. And I think we're just going to try to nibble it on the case, you know, with the case on, because I don't know. I just don't want to replace that gasket, and it should be fine. It'll be fine. So I think that's what we're going to do. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming along this week, and more misadventures with the Franken Harley. We'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Easy.